Welcome back to this channel. The Amazon Tools League is back for real now with regular updates, and we're starting today to find out who has the most following, who grew their following the most, and who is trusted the most on Trustpilot. And yes, this is of course just the start, because we all want to know who is actually offering the best features, the most features, and who is, growing their company. That's the next video for employee growth. So stick around this channel and let's get started. All right then, before we get started, let me just quickly apologize for not creating this content earlier, for not being more rigorous in, doing these regular updates. I've been working on some internal stuff, processes and other internal things that I just needed for my business also, and also emotional internal stuff in terms of trying to not care too much about engagement that I get from these videos, not caring too much about, how many likes, how many comments and all that. And I really respect all these other big content creators in the space that just put their content out there all the time, regardless. And they just trust the process, that it's going to work, that they're going to grow. And I want to do more of that. I want to be less perfect. I want to, invest less time into cutting these videos and making them more exciting and funny. And I know you should do all these things, obviously, to keep the viewership of the video going. But I just kind of figured out, that's what's stopping me really from doing these videos much more often, from keeping you up to date, and what ultimately is making you have to wait, a year or so to actually know what is the best tool out there. And I don't want it to be like that anymore. I want to just sit down, open my laptop, talk to you guys like I'm talking in a video call with somebody, and just update you, right? So that's my goal, not having these long, 2-hour videos once a year where I put so much pressure on myself, but instead just short videos, pick a topic. And today's topic is, who grew the most in their social following. It's something I haven't checked on in a long time, pretty much since the last really big PPC video, which was like in 2021. So yeah, that's the topic for today. And like I said, I'm going to make many more regular videos from now on, short little videos, short updates. Whenever I hear, a tool bringing out significant updates, significant new features, I'm going to not just, like I did previously, change it in my sheet, update my sheet, but also make a quick, maybe just 1 or 2 minute video and update you guys on what is currently the best tool out there in all of these areas: PPC, profit, SEO, pricing coming at some point, all-in-one coming at some point, and many other areas. But okay, just wanted to get that out of the way, and hope you guys join me on the ride for this Amazon Tools League. It is as exciting as ever. There's more competitors than ever, and better competitors than ever, right? It's not just Pacvue anymore at the top. I can already tell you that as a little spoiler for one of the next videos. But for today, let's just have a quick look at the socials. And I personally actually haven't gone through it yet as well, right? So I just sorted it now for the first time for myself as well. And unsurprisingly, of course, Amazon ads with their LinkedIn pages and Facebook pages that they created a while back have the most following. But pretty close is, of course, Jungle Scout, still the content king of all, which can also be seen by this number, right? Difference to not 1 year ago, like 2 years ago when I checked on these numbers. So yeah, those are the top. Then we have, of course, Helium 10. Although, honestly, I would have thought the difference is smaller to Jungle Scout, also in terms of growth. So, Jungle Scout almost doubled the amount of new followers since the last time I checked compared to Helium 10. So there's that. Then we have Sky, one of the big enterprise tools, I would say. Also not a big surprise. Maybe what is a big surprise though is AiHello, which on their YouTube channel. I don't know since when that's been happening, but congratulations to you guys. That's well, a significant step. And yeah, we'll see how they do with their tool in the following days. But for now, that's already, yeah, good for any business. Marine One, Rhythm, SellerSEO, although as you can already see here, the growth is not really as significant there. So some of them already had big numbers back then. And clearly, either the numbers back then were not very natural, let's say it that way, or they just completely stopped growing since the moment I checked it 2 years ago, which would be a bit of a weird coincidence. But anyway, there you have it. The top tools in terms of social following. Now, I just want to quickly sort that table. Well, let's just go through the whole table real quickly, right? Let's just sort by the difference later on. I'm just going to show you this by scrolling down here a little bit more, right? Total socials, other big names, of course, SellerBoard. That is one of the weirdest things for me. I feel like almost every seller I talk to uses SellerBoard. Some of them now also My Real Profit since, maybe a year or so. And also, especially if you check my recent profit software overview, these two are really at the top. But still, so many sellers use SellerBoard, and I just don't know why their following is, that much smaller than, let's say, Helium 10. I guess they just don't create the content. So that's kind of, maybe you can interestingly see the difference between somebody that creates content and is actually widely used versus somebody that doesn't create content and is widely used. And the difference is obviously quite big. So Helium 10 again, let's see, 182,000. And of course, Jungle Scout 409,000 the last time I checked in August 2024 versus 8,000. Like 8,000 is something Jungle Scout does in, they get like 8,000 followers in a week or so. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. But still, SellerBoard doesn't seem to need the content as much. It's spreading its wings by word of mouth, I would say, and perhaps by my videos a little bit. So yeah, what else do we have here? Yeah, some of the more newer ones, of course, with smaller numbers. No surprise there. All right, but now let us just sort those numbers by this column just real quickly. And that's already going to be almost it for this video. Okay, let's just scroll down to the ones that actually had numbers 2 years ago so I can show you the difference, or where I checked on the numbers. Maybe I just didn't know about the tool back then. So yeah, Jungle Scout, again, clearly doing the most in content and creating and growing the most in followers. And then surprisingly, again, AiHello with their YouTube channel especially. Yeah. Like, I don't know how much of that is maybe somehow pushed with other means, but I have seen the channel, and he's putting out a lot of great content as well, Saif, so good on you. Then Helium 10, no surprise there. Pacvue, also no surprise, still one of the most popular tools. Sky, Quartile, Commerce IQ for vendors only. Teikametrics, yeah, that's always a bit of a surprise to me. Teikametrics, I can't quite get my grips on them, really. Like, I don't see anybody really talking about them, at least in my socials, especially LinkedIn and, Twitter and Threads a little bit. But yeah, somehow they seem to grow and they seem to, do their thing, especially on LinkedIn, it seems. But yeah, it's weird. AdBadger, still and always having put out great content. Pacvue, of course, in there as well, growing the most, and growing in the top 10, let's say. Right, I'm just going to scroll down again one more time for you guys to see that. And yeah, Viral Launch, I don't know what went wrong with them over the past couple of years. They were a huge brand. I guess they are still a huge brand, and maybe there's a little bit of a comeback there that we can expect, because I think they actually updated their website recently again. yeah, I think it looks a bit new. The logo is also a bit new. So I think there may be a bit of a comeback there to expect. But anyway, yeah, their followership, not the best of signs right now. Yeah, so let's move to the Trustpilot scores. That, of course, also very interesting to see. As always, let me just sort that by, let's say, reviews, because those are the most relevant ones, right? Where they have like 2 or 3 reviews, you really can't take that serious. Just 1 or 2 happy or disgruntled customers. But anyway, let's look at those with the most reviews, and pretty much all of them, except maybe Helium 10 and Rhythm, seem to be doing fines on tools, while also kind of dropping there. So yeah, I'm a bit surprised by the Helium 10. I thought like people are generally happy, or let's say satisfied. But yeah, maybe that's just a wrong perception thing, and maybe this is yeah, not the best of signs either for the future. But again, I'm gonna keep track of this stuff much more often now, so we'll see how it goes. But it won't change the fact that, you know, Helium 10 is probably one of the best, if not the best, all-in-one tool still. Right. Let's just scroll down a little bit more. All pretty good ratings here. So Lozo, very good. SellerBoard, still very good, improving a little bit as well. Viral Launch actually improving. So there you have the kind of weird combination of losing tens of thousands, not tens of, but 10,000 followers, but actually improving their Trustpilot score. Yeah, what else we have here? Ad Labs, yeah, they seem to be doing a very good job and have kind of a very smart tool, kind of a new approach to Amazon PPC, it seems. Yeah. So again, these with the lower review numbers, not real interesting. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. Maybe, you know, if you're a happy Helium 10 customer, maybe help them out a little bit here, as well as the Rhythm guys, formerly Channel Advisor, and maybe Zone Tools, happy customers, you know, maybe help them out a little bit as well. But I would not want you to not be honest, of course. This is why we're doing it, and I would encourage every viewer to actually share their experience on Trustpilot with the tools that they've used, so this gets more meaningful for all of us. All right, I think that's it. Tomorrow, we're going to have a look at the employee numbers. This, of course, also very interesting and meaningful in my view, just to kind of see who is actually growing as a company, investing into the company, right? And yeah, I think you definitely want to see that, so stick around for that. Thanks a lot for watching until the end. I really appreciate it. And because of that, I built a free 2-week email course that teaches everything you need to know about how to increase your sales on Amazon, looking at every single metric that actually affects your profits. I call it the Amazon Profit Formula, and you'll find the link below. Thanks again.